Hello guys, this is Ahmed Akkani. The topic for today is what is virtualization. In my previous sessions as well, I have explained you what is a virtualization, but today I will be just giving you a short demo about virtualization. Okay. So as we know that virtualization is nothing but I'm separating the operating system with the hardware. Okay. We know last time when we discussed that there's a Hyper-V, usually called as Hyper-V, which is a layer which has its own OS, which is installed on the hardware. So basically, hypervisor and VMware ESX. These are the class 1 virtualized machines. So these are the class 1. We say that these are the class 1 Hyper-Vs, and but I won't be able to give you a demo on this on the VMware and ESX. I will just give you a short overview about this on the VMware workstation. Okay, so as we all know, this is my Windows machine, which is a physical hardware which has its own IP address. Okay, which has its own IP address. So if I see here, I have my own IP address. Correct. I have my own IP address. This is my IP address. Okay, 10.20.112.89. This is my wireless LAN adapter. These are all the different ones. So, but I have my different physical machine has its own IP address. So now I will. This is a Windows operating system. Okay. Now I have a virtualization box which is called as which is the which I have installed. I have installed a VMware workstation on my desktop, so you can compare it with the hypervisor, which you basically installed over a physical server. So my laptop is presently considering that my laptop is a physical server, and right now, if you see, I have a memory. It has a memory of 2 GB. I will just show you that as well. So I have installed a Fedora operating system, which is a Linux operating system. I have a VMware layer. I have a physical hardware. I have a VMware workstation, and on VMware workstation, I have installed the ISO image for the Linux operating system. Now, in my hands, I can go off. So I will take 2 GB as a RAM and 20 GB as the hard disk space. Okay, currently maximum size that it can acquire is 20 GB. Current size is only 4 GB. So it is only acquiring one processor, one core. So I'm fine with this memory, and I will just go ahead and power on my Fedora operating system. So if you guys are understanding it, I have just opened. I will be just opening Fedora OS on this. So on the Windows operating system, I can install multiple layers. Okay, like this is Fedora. I can also go ahead and open a new virtual machine, which can be Sun, which can be Windows again. Okay, or which can be Unix machine. So it all depends upon how I have configured my system. So this is the demo that I would like to give you. It's taking time to load, guys. So basic example, the reason why we have this is the reason why we have virtualization is we don't want more and more hardwares in the data center. In the coming time, my data center will be having less physical hardware and more towards the virtualization. So if you see here, this is my, I will say that no, what is the host name? You see here my local domain this, and this is the Linux operating system. Okay, so what I will show you now is the top command. Now you can say it has the total memory of 4 GB. Total consumed is about 1.4 GB, and total consumed is about 1.4 GB, and I will be taking it. So now what I'll do is I'll just power off. I'll just go to the machine and I will just power off. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to install my next, I want to increase the memory. Okay, so what I will go here, I saw that there was 2 GB here, right? So now I will increase it to 4 GB, and I will restart my Fedora. I'll restart my operating system. Okay. It will be pretty much faster because now the RAM is 4 GB. So you see the improvements. This is how, what I'm saying is we will have to plan accordingly. If my physical hardware is, for example, 64 GB, so then in that case I will have to, for example, I'm taking one physical hardware which has a 64 GB RAM, and I will have to, I need a minimum, 4 VMs running on it. So I will have probably four RAMs running on a four VMs running on a physical hardware. Total 16 GB RAM is being used. Swap space I can mention there. The swap is basically nothing but extendable version. So I'll just log in again. So most of the times we see the CCs, right? That guys, the memory utilization is high, so we want to increase the RAM size. So if you see here now, it is a 4 GB. I have just increased the RAM. So here I'm seeing the swap size is 2 GB. So in case 4 GB is consumed, I will go for the swap memory, which is the 2 GB allocated. Okay, but in the ideal case, swap memory should not be utilized. Okay, only we should be taking care of the 4 GB. So you guys understood how virtualization looks like. So even if this is an operating system, I can still work on my ESX. I can still have probably another window. I can go ahead and I can install a new I can install new operating system here, and this is how it will work. So this is a very simple example of how the virtualization is in the real world.